Friday. It's here. What up, people? Welcome back to the Nerd Crate. Why can't it always be this sunny and beautiful, or as easy as you saw with Mario? In one pipe, out in the other. Yesterday was horrible. Yesterday was straight up horrible. If you don't care for that, you can find the timestamps down below. My kitchen was underwater. Oh, I was fucking bummed out. Like you don't believe. That shit was crazy. It came down to a mashed up thing of laundry detergent and lint and, you know, just waste from cooking that you pour in the sink. And that was in one pipe, and on the other hand, sorry, it seemed to have something in my eye. It seems like the downpipe on the wall also having some problems, and that just combined, you know. When my laundromat started pumping the water out, it would go in the pipe. The pipe, of course, is clotted, so it flows back. Only a small bit really goes through the pipe. The rest all blew up in my sink. And there's also a good amount that went down in the dishwasher. So that was horrible. You know, like pumping by yourself didn't get me anything. It went into the, I don't know, let's call it tolerance housings of the dishwasher. So yeah, in the end I had a plumber there, and he made it all free. He made it all good. Jesus. Anyway, topic today. Enough from the negativity. This is all good. My new fridge is good. That was another thing. Today, finally, it's been a while. I got this for, I believe a week now. Iron Factory, Chaos Raven, IFX 36R. Their stylized / IDW G1 Comics Fallen. A retool, not too heavy, and repaint of their Tyrant. Little thing beforehand, we're not going to show the transformation big and all through nooks and crannies because it is the exact same transformation for this guy. I'm just going to show you a small portion when you transform the head back in, when we're on that point later on, because they changed up a little something there seemingly. So we're going to do that. It's an awesome figure. It looks amazing with the orange plastic and everything. We're going to take a look at that soon. And for packaging, we'll do a little something else. I'm not going to do the rotatable plate thing anymore. This is a little bit not cost extensive, but work extensive. So we're going to check out that, and then we're going to go top down as usual. As for packaging, this is the usual Iron Factory stuff. Additional cat hair gets entangled with stuff everywhere. Matte black, nice artwork, or not artwork, the actual figure done as an artwork, that's cool. On the side here, IFX 36R Chaos Raven, like I said, or like I will tell you later on during the rating, library style with a designation. Chaos Knight, Raven Lord, you can have this, you can have these configurations with the tank mode and everything. The hexagonal Iron Factory design. Same here, on top, below warning size. Inside clamshell. I hope you enjoyed this new version. I think it's better, it's more fitting to this, but now let's get to the contents. That is all you get. And of course, instructions first, same usual style with Iron Factory, and I like this instructions. This is the simplest that you get, and sometimes that is just more. It works. It works all around. Everything is in there that you need. It's super highlighted. The arrows all work. They're positioned the same way they should be, and they are rotated the way they should be. And yeah, I can't tell you anything else. Great instructions. Next up, 2 pair of additional hands. The fists are pre-installed factory-wise, and here we got them on the pack, which gives you a swivel, of course, too. And are they painted? I believe I see a little bit of a metallic sheen on there. Can you tell me if you see that too? Anyway, joints are sculpted even on those guys. We got a little bit of line work on the back of the hand here. And that's all good and fair. And this even has a little hinge, so it's for transformation. But what you can do when you exchange them, which is just pulling the one off and putting the one you want on, then you can clench it in. It's for transformation, like I told you, but you can have a little bit of attitude to it. Next up, we got this fusion cannon, which is known from Megatron. We have no extra pieces that are exchangeable. We only got black plastic with a lot of line work. That's looking nice. Few sprue marks here, but the few Fing Fang Fru. No. Few sprue marks there, like that. How now, brown cow? Was it right? How now, brown cow? Or something else. I don't know. It's a little bit stiffer than on Megatron. Means also it can hold together better. Purple paint application on here. Looks nice. Otherwise, yeah, attachment. Either on the arms like this, and this is tighter than on Megatron, which is nice. Or this is technically an accessory, but it came outfitted inside the box. You can put this up and you can put the plug in here, and then you actually have, for this guy, a shoulder-mounted fusion cannon, aka Predator plasma caster, which is pretty cool. I would do that together with the cape. I think this looks tremendous. You can fold it back, so it gives, or it should give, Predator fans a lot of tickles, and I think for this guy this is a great look. Next up, we got this scepter and a sword, or sword. This has me confused ever since I saw Bobby Skullface video. Like, I was tutored back in school, it was sword. But you guys go crazy over sword. Sword. Yeah, amazing. We got additional cat hair. Metallic black everywhere on here, and we got translucent orange everywhere, which looks super cool. Like, even if the focus is missed, check that out. Check that out. Looks beautiful. Looks absolutely beautiful. And it works on this and also on the scepter. And we also have an additional tip. I think when you lose that, I don't know. What you can do is you can rip this apart as you see fit, and then you are left with a lot of parts that one's a little shy. That you can combine like you see fit. Like you can do a longer staff like this. Then you can put this in here, and I think this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a longer scepter. And this, and then also, yeah, let's make it like this, and then you have this star thing, and then you can put this up here too for an even finer star. I think that is very fine. And then you can take the scepter down here. Is this better? Yeah, that's better. And you put the tip up in here, and then you have this super scepter. And I think this looks super cool. I think I may even keep that right off the bat. You have a blade below here, you have this big mace thing up here now. I just did that, and I think this looks amazing. Yep, great call. But these two configurations with this is what you get out of the box. And yeah, I maybe keep it at that. I maybe do it into a longer scepter. I still don't know. I think scepter together with the cape is nice, but that's this. Final accessory with the slight add-on, the scepter doesn't fit anywhere on the mode. So you have parts lying all around. Same goes for this. If you decide you want to have this on there, this flies around. This is the bestest compressors, but it's fine. We got super cool orange plastic on here with a darker shade going down to the lighter. I think this is even painted. Yeah, this is painted. Looks amazing. With this additional thing that swivels left and right and also hinges. Very nice. Exchange, as easy as you would think. You just pull this off, like from the transformation from Tyrant, and you pull this whole piece down. And then you take this guy and just fill in the hollow bits. It can get a little cranky here and there, like it does for me now, you saw it. So, gotta put that right in angle. And then you have this, which is amazing. You can have it a little bit more, you know, it's just talking to the masses and it lies down. Or you can have it a little bit more post, like my fellow Decepticons, if you want it. Just super cool, amazing. Was it one of the selling points? I don't know. I think it was the overall style, and this is kind of looks like a super evil Galvatron, like with a crown and everything. But we're getting to that now. Amazing accessories, love it. But let's look at the man of the hour in detail, which is superb. We have this super evil looking bot that works just insane, like really, really, really insane. We got purple on the crown here, purple on the chest piece. There's nowhere a space for a Decepticon symbol, of course, because this is essentially the prototypical Decepticon. Through the aligned continuity, Megatronus originally was it, and that is him. Megatronus fell from grace with the other 12 primes, and so he became the Fallen. Obviously, that was my doorbell. What came in? Just a tease. So yeah, little bit of lore there from this guy, and let's continue down. We got more purple on the shins here, on the sides of the legs here. Yeah, and some orange up here, which is painted. Looks nice. It's lighter than the rest, but looks a little bit light up. I like that. Also on the inside here. That's cool. Translucent orange everywhere else. On here, looks amazing. You can angle that a little bit. Very nice. On the inside here, it gets a little bit toned down. Like if they do it like this, now it should have had a little bit more light piping. Like when you put this off, you see that he has a little bit of space for light piping in there. But it doesn't work as well. So sadly, his eyes are a little dead. But otherwise, it comes through pretty good. On the hip skirt here also, knees, feet, looks a little bit like Aladdin shoes, but still, amazing piece, amazing piece. These tend to kind of unfold and lie a little bit angled on the arms here. Just get your fingernail in there. It's always good to have fingernails on that. Just make sure you have them you have them clean. But otherwise, yeah, super nice dude, looks absolutely amazing. We got some gunmetal on the abdomen here, and also on the tank treads here, and on the tank treads here on the back also. So I don't know if this is actually metallic black plastic or he's painted that head to toe. I believe this is actually poured plastic, but what else is there as paint is done extremely well and is looking extremely cool. Articulation wise, the head can look up on a little armature here and down a little bit, not too much. Gets stopped either on here with his visor on the face or down here. You can fake it a little bit. He can look a bit down, a bit further down would have been nice. Anyway, it's a ball joint, so also a little bit of attitude going all around. Tight tolerances, be mindful of that, always on Iron Factory. The shoulders are on ball joints and on an additional hinge here for the whole bit up. all around without worries. Even a bit of a butterfly, front and back, a little bit faked, with a little bit of tolerance here, so that's fine. This comes out of the way, or down, or you can have it straight down like that, or a little bit down like that, or kind of packed in together and up. Nice. Bicep swivel. Upper is fused, I just see that, but we got a lower, but that works nice. And we got a single jointed elbow, gives you over 90 degrees. A single jointed, that's always nice. And we got a swivel due to the exchangeable hands. So there's that. Same on the other side. We got a waist swivel, but no ab crunch. That's a little bit sad. This could have maybe catch some of the loss on this thing here. Hip skirts come out. They are a little tight, and they got clenched with the hip skirts here, but it works either way. Front and back looks nice. Let's get this out of the way. Just really shy of the full side split, and yeah, with some working really, yeah. This guy wouldn't ever do the split, let's be fair, so I think that's fine. We got a ball joint here on the base that gives you a bit of swivel, and also a bicep swivel on the cut here. That's nice. We got a double jointed knee that gives you this far on this and even more on the second. So when you activate this, you get essentially behind the tank treads, you get the full run. If you put this off and put the other plate on, get the cape out of the way, you get the full run. So that's very, very nice. That's good. The knee pads are articulated due to transformation. I don't know if you can do anything with it. You can cover it down, have it this a little bit more aggressive style, maybe. But that's it. And the foot is on ball joints and an additional armature kind of, so you can get this extreme rocker. That works nice. Outside also, so running shouldn't be a problem. And rotation wise also a little bit, so there's a little bit more adjustment in there. And we got a toe tilt down and the slightest bit up, and also heel tilt due to transformation. So yeah, that's fine. Super cool. For some facts, outfitted with the cape and the scepter and the fusion cannon, he comes down to 95 grams, and in size to his head, he is 12 centimeters tall, so about 5 inches tall. To the top of his scepter, he's 18 centimeters tall, so about 7 inches, a bit more. As for posing, I mean, what more do you want than this? This is amazing. I really think this is amazing, but you can do, I believe, some other stuff too. Let's try real quick kind of a swinging pose. Like this, maybe something like this, like he swings and then the big maze hits you in the face, or you would take this foot forward, this to the back, this down, and have the head a bit up, arm a bit out, and then get these out of the way. Like I said, mind the tolerances, please. And then you can have him blast people with this fusion cannon. That's also cool. But let's try running real quick, just for the shits of it, because we're here and everything. Rotate the waist this way. Yeah, only packed in, but this doesn't happen too often, believe me. It really doesn't. So, balance is all out. And I believe, oh, this is cool. This is cool. If I can balance this, this may even be a better pose for the thumbnail. A little bit more weight over there, like this. Well, you look at that. Pretty freaking cool. Nice. Articulation wise, he sure can do some damage. But straightened out real quick, let's bring in his mold daddy, IFX36 Tyrant. And here we can see they buffed him up a bit. They actually gave him plateaus. Check the feet out here. You see that? This part here is not here. They thickened the feet. Interesting, very interesting, but it works. I think they are different enough to justify having both. Superb. And to see that Masterpiece doesn't do the trick. Here we got Transform Missions Carnage, aka IDW G1 Breakdown. Not working. Absolutely not working. I'm not bringing in anything bigger. This doesn't work. Also, let's show, because this is all stylized, you know. Let's bring in a Gundam, the Unicorn Gundam. Real great. This is a KO, but the scale still stands. So this is how those scale up. New Age Toys, Lucifer, aka True G1 Starscream. And as you see, Chaos Raven towers over him, a good head. So those aren't comparable, but that should give you an idea of scale, right? I'm gonna transform him real quick, and during that I will give you a slight update on what's going on with the head. Update number 1, when you fold it in the legs and you are at the tank part, these can't fold down that far. You can angle it like this, but you need to fold the feet up so to actually free the tank tread. Update number 2, when you want to transform him back, you want to of course bring these up and then bring this over. When you've done so and you didn't bring the head up before, then you blocked this piece out. Let me show you real quick. When you bring this down and you want to bring the head up, you see that? This piece is in here and the head can't get up. Troy Horn on Facebook had a problem with this, where he broke it. So this is where the piece is blocked. Make sure you have the arms out before this can fall down. This is a slide thing. You have the arms out and you make sure that this plate is free. So it comes in behind this bar here. Close in, close down, have the head up, no breakage. And in the end you get this infernal tank, which is of course a bit suggestive due to the scale and everything, but it still works. Of course you can see the feet, that is a bit weird, and here's the head and everything, but like the main profile works pretty well. A few things you need to look out for to angle these accordingly to get the gun now in there, but that's just small things. Otherwise it really is the same as Megatron, and you have the play feature here. You can unpack this, or you can, there we go, a little stiff, you can have this and then it even rotates, so you have a little bit of a turret feature, and angles here, angles there. That is really cool. It doesn't roll or anything, but slides like a champ, and it just looks really, really cool. So yeah, that's him. Pretty cool. So that's Iron Factory's Chaos Raven. I think he's fucking cool, and this is how I'm gonna put him up. Big ass cape. I think that looks tremendously cool with a darker shade up and then down onto the orange, the lighter orange that is. Beautiful. And then I'm gonna put the fusion cannon in the back, and yeah, it's money. And he's a tad taller than Megatron. But is he good? He damn sure is. Why is his score a bit better or at the same level as Tyrant, if you check that out? Even though I like him better, because I changed my rating system a slight bit. You know, back when I did Tyrant, I had this little star system I added up to 3 stars, which were additional 0.3 points. That was a bit random. So I decided to let that go. And oh, interesting, here's the rest of the sprue there. I didn't see that during the top down. Huh. Anyway, I deleted that from my portfolio. So he is higher than Tyrant if you cross the point 3 points on or 1 point on one rating category off. Okay, so anyway, like I said, he's great. He's just great. Like you see it in the rating, you know, it's almost only 10 points everywhere. And where it says 10 points, I'm not going in on that. What I'm going in on is what's not as good. 9 points is still high on the packaging. It's higher than on Tyrant because I learned to cherish Iron Factory's packaging. It is simple, it is matte, cardboard, window box with a little bit of an angled thing. That is all good. The 1 point is because I think there could have been some, I don't know, some embossed stuff. That would be awesome. Otherwise, this is super sturdy cardboard and it holds in there very, very safe and looks fine. It's the same styling. You can have a library feel, you know, with the side piece with the IFX designation. I love that. For the appearance, accessories, materials and paint applications, it's all 10. What should I say? The articulation, I got that 2 points off because the problem is he is a bit bigger in the Iron Factory lore. He's smaller than Scorponok, as you've seen, but he is still bigger. They got him some kind of plateaus on the feet, but he should have been able to look down more. So that's bad. And the problem is also you can't, I don't know, you can't activate anything else, like maybe an app crunch, you know, to really catch that. But anyway, it's still a great figure. The ball joint on the foot for the rocker works extremely well. And why it is 8 is 2 points down, but it is in comparison still high to what other figures can't do. Is because I like what they did with the hands, also on Tyrant. That you don't have a fist that does this, but you can actually at least simulate it with this open hand and you can clench it in. That is cool for transformation, but it's still cool. Yeah, the transformation is awesome, the robot mode is awesome, the alternate mode is... What should I say about the alternate mode? I mean, as I first spoke this in, I saw something on the rating that I did wrong. So I just corrected that already in my head. You see the corrected one over there with the alternate mode being a 10. So everything else is a 10. There's nothing I can tell you otherwise because this thing is awesome. And if you want to go in on Iron Factory, I would highly recommend you do it. He's not super expensive. For a small piece, he is expensive, but there's just so much playability and fun in there. The build quality is excellent. The translucent plastic is sturdy. I never heard anything breaking on Iron Factory. You just need to know how to work the tolerance and be mindful of that. That is all you need to know. If you know what Iron Factory does and how they work, you're safe. That's also my little advice from my friend Cantina of Transformers. You saw that now. You heard the squeaky stuff. Be mindful of that. Otherwise, if you get him, have fun, dude. But with this out of the way, Cat. Danny Cat, what do you think of that dude? Oh, you like him. That's good. Oh, I love it when she does that. That is the epitome of cozy. Don't you think? Like this, you just instantly want to cuddle up and just go down for the day. Anyway, that was Iron Factory's Chaos Raven, IFX 36R, the retool and repaint of Megatron, and I hope you enjoyed that. You can find a bit more on my channel from Iron Factory, the Spirits of the DEC, the Decepticon Justice Division combinable into their giant. You can find it all down below. And if you enjoyed and you saw the little banner, I hope you liked, I hope you subscribed, and I hope you have a great weekend. There was a little break in course today due to yesterday, but now I'm back on track, and I think it was a great figure to do that. So yeah, enjoy the weather, be good, be well, see you next time, bye bye.